Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator, Recon, 132 Fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
No. Off. Pilot, 64, weak.
Come on, switch it. He's checking. Crash.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Locke. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready?
48th Mike. Check.
Hey, Alpha.
Check, 48th to Mike. Check, 48th to Mike.
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
It's a give to Freeman running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-6, pull it high. Go, go. Get it.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Set, 30 base. 61, matchbox right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This is Coleman with a grab. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Corey Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Snead's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? 56 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go, 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 go!
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Hard, hard. Say go.
On 2nd and 9, Locke escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Look, squeeze.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
General West.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Ravens nothing.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
80 weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, just like last play.
18 Gator.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Snap.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shut 57 Andy. 56. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 66. Pull it. Pass.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On first down, it's Morgan. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Protein spill.
40. Don't get nervous.
You're out.
Under 10.
5.
10.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
Hey, we're going Mike 40. Mike 40. Down the list.
Get it.
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 9.
Blue draw Corker. Leo.
Watch 24.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Shoot.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, echo. Hey, lock it.
Army. Check 31, check 30.
Hey.
Mike 40. Hey, D.
Let go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I got you. Jim. Check. What? Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Boom. 65.
From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. Willie Snead all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half. Nope. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I got it. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's our time. 56 to Mike.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out, and it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Jackson on the keeper. Touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing now is Locke. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Go on.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Quick the edge. Go.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, seam 6.
Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go mic 4.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Baby, that's a baby shot.
Hey, high 7.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 40. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Block off of play action. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
218, chop it. 5.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Morgan. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
80 weapons. Go. Hey, zoom. Speed Griffin.
Locke gonna throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set,
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 43. Blue day, blue day. Slam, slam, slam. 49, check 49, check 49.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
43 is the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Shit. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43. And come up. Coming up to you. Check.
To throw again, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let go.
Freeman again. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st. Jackson now, perfect since the 2nd half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. 20.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Running right, this is Freeman. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. Do it.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's going to be a long try. Watch the screen. 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 Check. Check out screen. Check it out, read.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 8 read. Quickstone travel.
You can't block me.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up second
Hey,
and 7
wahoo!
at the 12-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. Gets it off to Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.